Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I recently saw a movie called The Witch. That's right, The Witch. Not Blair Witch. Just The Witch. Of course, I didn't know what to expect from this movie. I had heard some stuff about it back when it was in theaters. And essentially, it's about this family sometime during the 1630s. Or rather, I should say they're a Puritan family. It starts off where they are banished from this village where they originally settled with a lot of other Puritan families. Well, pretty much every family that makes up this village / settlement, they're all Puritans, by which of course I mean they adhere to a very strict code of Christianity. I believe for the most part Christianity. I mean, I'm not up on the whole, I don't know the exact terminology that they used back then, but pretty much very strict Christian Puritans. So it's not really made quite clear why they're banished. Because I guess the father, he starts disagreeing with the council of this village for whatever reason, and I guess because he disagreed with them one too many times, that then prompts the heads of the council of this village to pretty much, they tell him, either you stop questioning us or we're going to banish you and your family. And he agrees to just allow them to banish them. So they get banished and they go, I don't know how far away from this village, and they find their own plot of land, settle on there, turn it into, what seems to be, decent looking farm. And at the same time, it's really close to this wooded area, in which, for whatever reason, for some reason, there's supposed to be like some really evil witch that lives there. And then one day, their daughter, Thomason, she's played by the actress Anna Taylor-Joy, I believe, or Anna Joy Taylor. But anyways, their daughter, she's watching their youngest, Samuel, and he's just this little baby. And she's like playing peekaboo with him, or some version of peekaboo. And then after, I don't know, maybe like no more than a minute, after she looks away, or she covers her eyes with her hands, and the last time she does it, once she uncovers her eyes, her little brother Samuel is gone. And it turns out that this witch took him, and I guess I really shouldn't explain more than that. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't seen it. But, so then after that, Thomason, she gets blamed for her little brother being stolen, kidnapped, and then two of her other siblings, which are these twins, they accuse her of being a witch, and it like stirs up tension. And then, because then their mother, at the same time, their mother also blames Thomason for losing the youngest member of their family. And then for a reason, I guess initially the father, he doesn't really want to give it much thought, even though he also obviously misses his youngest son too, but he doesn't want to give in to any accusations or without any kind of real proof. But then eventually Thomason's other brother, I guess, I don't know if he's technically like the second youngest or third youngest. I think second youngest. Something happens to him one night, and it's weird. And again, I don't want to go into too many details with that either. But I will say it's weird. Something weird happens to him, and also unexpectedly, until eventually the entire family, with the exception of Thomason, she's pretty much the only one who isn't affected too much by these weird occurrences. And yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, I want to say, I mean, it's never really like, there's only maybe like 2 or 3 scenes at the most that show an actual witch type person, being, thing in the entire movie. It's more so about this family, and I guess the way I interpret it is, I interpreted the whole thing as this Puritan family allowing their own superstitions to get the better of them. I imagine that's how it must have been back then. I mean, granted, you could say that people are still people can still be very superstitious today. But the only difference is today we have a lot more empirical scientific evidence, data to discount a lot of what we might consider, what people back then in the 1600s considered to be supernatural occurrences, or, you know, or quote unquote the work of the devil. And so, I mean, you know, I can imagine that this movie is, from what I could tell, at least a somewhat accurate depiction of what life was like for very religious, very superstitious family back then in the 1600s. So I mean, it makes for an interesting story, makes for an interesting movie. I guess, I don't know if I guess this is technically classified as a horror movie, but for me, I would say it's more of definitely more of a thriller, mystery, and also, yeah, just there's an element of weirdness to it, pretty much throughout the whole movie. The ending was not really the only part for me that was kind of confusing. So, but overall, I liked it. I think I might actually have to watch it at least once more in order to fully grasp, like, some of the different symbolism throughout. But otherwise, I mean, as far as the rating goes, I gotta give it a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah. Solid 8. Yeah. Maybe 8.5 at the most, but definitely solid 8. So, there you go. That'll do for my review of The Witch. Thanks for watching. As always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.